Welcome to a special edition of the Successful Encore Career. I'm Brett Johnson. This episode being brought to you by Central Ohio Area Agency on Aging, Nationwide Insurance, and InnoSource. With me, as always, with our special hiring event editions is Barb from Employment for Seniors.
Hi, I am the Employer Outreach Coordinator at Employment for Seniors, and part of my responsibility is helping our employers coordinate these featured employer hiring events. And so that's why we have today Tristar Transportation with Vanessa Frazier. So, hi, Vanessa.
Howdy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. So the event that we have upcoming for Tristar, featuring them with their recruiting team here at our offices in Whitehall. Interested job seekers are asked to call our office to register for that, but we will have some more information on that as we get to the end of the podcast here. So, Vanessa, I guess why don't we start with, talk to me about Tristar and what types of positions you are going to be actively hiring for at the event here in a few weeks.
Okay. Well, Tristar has been around for a long time. Since around 1988, we became Tristar Transportation. And what we do is we provide specialized transportation, both of children and adults, basically to school and to work. We're hired by local schools all around Central Ohio to pick up students door to door. So we pick them up at home, and we'll take them to school, and then we'll go back in the afternoon and scoop them back up again and take them back home. And so we're usually consistently growing. I would say pretty much every day we get, a list of students, to add to our route. And sometimes we can sneak them into, an existing route that we're already driving. But a lot of times it might require starting a new route with a new car and a new driver. So we're always looking for good part-time student transportation drivers.
Now, are these drivers using their own vehicles, or are they sometimes using a company vehicle?
Well, that's one of the best benefits, I think, about the position is that they are not using their own vehicle. We do provide them with a car. We provide them with a gas card. We provide them with a company phone, so they won't be using their own minutes or data plan. And car seats and first aid kit and, everything that they need to do the job is actually going to stay in the company vehicle, and the vehicle will stay at their house the entire school year. So they're basically working from home, which I think is pretty much the number one thing, positive thing about the job is working from home. So the drivers, they'll leave their house in the morning, and right when they leave their driveway, they are on the clock, and they are on the clock until they park that company car back at their house. Okay. So that part is super nice, not putting any miles or gas on their personal vehicle at all.
Now, you mentioned the vehicle has like first aid kit and such like that. Is there some first aid training that goes along with this as well?
There is. It's not required by the state, but we do. Some agencies, like Franklin County agency in Delaware County, they do require first aid. So some of our staff, if they're driving those students, will receive first aid CPR. One of our goals, I think, in the next 12 to 14 months is trying to certify everybody, even though it's not required. But they do get some first aid, some basic first aid training during our orientation class, because it is required that we carry that in the vehicle.
Vanessa, what is it that Tristar, what's the appeal to Tristar of hiring the more mature workforce like Employment for Seniors works with?
Oh gosh, where do I begin? Well, we've been doing this a long time, obviously. I've been doing it for probably 8 years now. I've been working for Tristar, and we have really found, like a lot of people out there, that the mature adult, that segment of the workforce is really our sweet spot. It really is a good fit both for us and for the driver, for the mature driver. What we love about the mature driver, one is their work ethic. It's just no comparison. Their dependability, their patience, both with not just the students that are in their car, but with the other drivers that are on the road. The fact that they're very good with not being distracted when they're driving because they're from a different generation. And then really just their desire to be helpful. They want to work. They want to feel needed. And this position is a kind of a good feel type job. So it's just a really good fit, like I said, for the, on that side of the coin. But then for the driver themselves, I think it's a good fit because our job, there's nothing physical to the job. That's probably the number one thing that they like about working for Tristar. That's not physical. There's no bending, standing, lifting, walking. If you can drive a car, you can pass a general physical. That's about the, there really isn't anything physical to the job. They also don't have to work with computers. They don't have to handle money. They don't have to deal with receipts. Yeah, it's just a really nice fit. They love the hours. They like the schedule. It just seems to be a good fit for the mature adult.
Are these full-time or part-time positions?
It's definitely part-time. I would say our average driver is working probably 20 to 24 hours per week. It is a Monday through Friday commitment. Like I said, we're taking kids to and from school. So once our driver receives a route, that will be their route to take every day. So they're very comfortable with where they're going. It's usually only 3 to 5 kids, but they have to take care of that route Monday through Friday. So it's a few hours in the early morning and then a few hours in the early afternoon. So it is working a split shift.
Where can somebody go to learn more about the company and the positions that are available?
I would say the easiest thing is just to call me directly. I could give them as much information as they want because, again, we want it to be a really good fit for both sides. They definitely could check out our website, and I encourage that. That's www.tristarcolumbus.com, and that will give them a little bit more information about our background and our safety and a little bit more about our drivers. And, of course, they could call the main number as well, but they will probably redirect them to me. So that's probably the two best things to do.
Is that a phone number you want to share with us now?
Absolutely. It's
okay.
Area code 614-679-7280. And that is my direct line.
Okay. All right. I was going to touch on benefits, but you already kind of talked about that with what you do with providing a gas card and that kind of thing.
Yeah, we also have a couple bonuses. We do have a referral bonus. We have attendance bonuses. We have annual increases. We have a safe driver awards that we give out annually. So, they're covered under our corporate policy as far as insurance. They don't have to provide any extra type of insurance. Again, there's no nights, weekends. All their holidays are going to be off, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You sound extremely excited to be working for TriStar.
I do.
And I love that energy that you have. Tell us a little bit more about your background and why you're there.
Well, to be completely honest, I am it is a family-run business, and I am part of that family.
Okay.
I'm very proud of that. We started off fairly small, and now I would say we're medium-sized. But I've only kind of been in the loop as far as working for them full-time, like I said, for about the last eight years or so. But I come from an HR recruiting background. I do majority of the recruiting for them and a couple other little side projects as well.
All right. That's great. No, I just love the energy. I love that when we have these employers coming in and they're excited about being in front of our clients, it expands, that the people get excited about. I really want to work there because I liked who I interviewed with. It's contagious.
It is. It really is. And, we do exit interviews. And when I talk to some of the folks that, that leave our employment, majority of the time it's usually for a medical reason or a spouse's medical reason. Maybe they found a full-time job. They really did need full-time after all. But consistently, it's not because of the job or the people that work there. They love, the folks that help out in the office. They love all the other drivers that they meet in the driving lounge and, out and about on the streets. And like I said, it's just a sweet spot. That generation is it's just, I don't want to tell anybody because I kind of want to keep that population to myself, but apparently more people are getting on board with it. So I'm like, shoot.
Sorry. We're going to spoil that secret for you, but we'll hold a few for you though.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We look forward to the event every August. Barb, what's,
our expo,
career?
our senior career expo.
The senior expo. That's probably we attend other things throughout the year, but we don't get the results like we get when we go to the expo. Cause we just know every person that's interested is probably potentially a really good fit. So
that's great. I love hearing that.
Yeah. You guys do a good job.
Great. Thank you. Yes. Anything else, Barb?
Well, I think you've already, like we said, with what you shared and with your enthusiasm, I think it's pretty clear about why people would want to work for you guys as opposed to somebody else in that market, that
great. Came
through kind of loud and clear. So again, our featured employer hiring event where we're hosting Tristar Transportation. We ask that you would call to register for that if at all possible. Call our offices at 614-863-1219 to get registered for that. There will be a team of recruiters here to meet with you, and we're looking forward to a great turnout.